Interesting. Haven't seen Faber.
Fun fact, while this pick continues, it is, of course, well into the evening in Singapore, where these teams are playing. You can see the horizon there. That's more reminiscent of what's going on outside our studio here in LA, where as the sun has risen, we're well into the morning as these games go very late. And wow, this is very
Ooh,
good.
Ari.
The quintessential duelist for Sengoku. And it comes out largely in response to what's coming out on the opposite side. This Ari is going to be very capable into Diana and the Varus, because whilst both of those characters are defensive, they're very good at stopping characters from running towards them. Chain of Corruption, you have Moonfall, very good at stopping full team engages. Ari doesn't care about that. She can weave around the side, land a charm, and pull people out of formation. It's a similar effect to Twisted Fate, but much better in the 1v1.
Yeah, as far as like kind of headline chance of Wildrift, and also you want to see skill expression from the mid lane, Ari is the poster child for that kind of play.
I cannot believe that we're drafting more mid laners over on ThunderTalk.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Z has apparently got pockets deeper than you could ever imagine.
And this is going to be a pretty direct response. God, this has to be Jungle Diana.
Yep.
This is going to be a pretty direct response to the Ari. I will say, Twisted Fate matches Ari in map play in mid-late game. Twisted Fate has a really rough time in lane into Ari. So this could go very bad. It feels frankly a little disrespectful if you end up putting the Twisted Fate into Hawk's Ari, because there's a very good chance Hawk just steps up and delivers.
Especially alongside Rush's Nunu this time around is going to be, of course, the forever 2v2 there on the Sengoku side. Also, I think that one thing to note is, Twisted Fate, kind of like his Orianna in that way, this game is not about Z. He will impact the game very heavily, but Azure or Fabai have to get going. Maybe even Chris, but like, Twisted Fate you pick to enable your teammates, not to be the superstar.
Well, there is a window around the mid game, right? And you're broadly right. There, I will say, and I'm saying this only because it is Z. There is a window around the 8-minute mark where you finish the second item. It's Lich Bane because there's no way Z builds a utility build.
Yep.
So you go Rod of Ages, you go Lich Bane, and in that window, if you start popping off, if you start finding kills, you can get ahead of the gold curve and stay there. And at that point, Twisted Fate does pretty scary single target damage. He's one of the best burst kind of assassin characters in the game. You then complete rapid fire cannon, and you could do it from range. So ThunderTalk could win from this Twisted Fate in the mid lane, but you're broadly right. They need to win off of the combos. This is a team play composition. You want to land gold cards, line it up with Chain of Corruption, the Death Sentence, use the Moonfall on top of that, Renekton stun. It's a CC chain composition out of ThunderTalk, the likes of which we see very often in Vietnam. And it's going to rely on their ability to team play, something they were losing in during last game to Sengoku.
Yeah, I was going to say, ThunderTalk has shown us their star power, shown us, the ability to cobble together when they have some unexpected changes coming into Horizon Cup, but definitely haven't shown the team play yet. So if they want to continue staying undefeated here, want to take their second series in similarly dramatic fashion, I might add, against a very fearsome opponent in Sengoku, who have certainly come to play on their first outing on this stage in Singapore, then they're going to have to do it together.
Game number 3. Sengoku, former world champions, come to play here in Wildrift.
Oh, gold card not found. Your card instead. Play there for S12K. but level 1 does not find a cheeky kill.
I wonder if Hawk leveled early, because you're supposed to sit on your skill until you know which one you're going to use. And if he had Charm there, that might have gotten spicy. So I wonder if he leveled up early.
Perhaps we'll never know.
Happens to the best of us.
We'll have to see. Is he getting aggressive? Deji would have loved this punish. Was not the charm. Here's Q instead.
Dejuo, a quiet star of this series, consistently finding engage on his Alistar. The Rakan doesn't have the pseudo-tank functionalities of Wildrift's Alistar, but does have longer range to engage. And it will, of course, help boost this Xayah in lane.
We're curious to see how Rush handles the other side of the jungle matchup too. Nunu, not something we've seen from him, but we've seen it. Definitely on Chris's side, he can be extremely active, which again is something that you're going to want to do. And yeah, this is the snowball I was expecting, as he's going to have to push him out of the lane here.
Rush shows up, demonstrates to Z how advanced his snow crafting skills are. And that's just going to keep Z pinned behind the turret. It's already going to happen. This lane matchup is basically just defined by can Hawk find a charm. And if Hawk lands a sneaky charm, then it's very possible Z dies. Otherwise, Z is just going to be trying to clear this wave as fast as possible until he hits around level 5, at which point he's going to be trying to get out of lane. Because where he does beat Fari is in his map, in fact. Twisted Fate's ability to arrive in the side lanes is terrifying in the hands of somebody as mechanically skilled as Z.
Feibai also, of note, did get this Renekton, so they're going for the kill here in topside. Gold card locked. Kai does it the flash. They insta-stun him though. Great setup there from ThunderTalk, and that is the first blood for Z.
Does need the TP to do exactly what I just laid out. The arrival of Z in the side lane heralds a gold lead for ThunderTalk, and that's the game plan.
And I was going to say, like, Feibai got a lot of prio in this draft, and he's delivering there, but Deju, once again, continuing to look good here. Finds the engage on Rakan, but they're letting them have it. Azura is just going straight into the Xayah.
Didn't win the trade, but did scare Juan away. Juan, very good across this series as well, and he may very well become a decisive plan in this late game.
Revisit on the top side situation. That's just nice and easy. Very well set up there by Feibai with the lane state. And then a nice collapse there from ThunderTalk to make sure that kill goes the right way.
The Xayah character is kind of similar to Varus in that you really want to play defense. You want to sit back and let people walk over your feathers so that your blade cooler can provide value. And it's kind of hard to play Xayah as a chase character.
Ooh, wow, Chain of Corruption going for it, but here's Rush. Bad timing for the potential play, but perhaps it is Twisted Fate that can turn it around, but doesn't find it. Instead, tries to interrupt Hawk, basically. Charm lands. Hawk maybe can follow it up. Does have Flash Ignite, has it all ready to go, but not yet.
Hold up the gold card like a FIFA ref. Instantly, you just gotta walk away.
Don't want to get a second one. No. Get sent off straight back
Absolutely
to the fountain.
Not. Sengoku, as a result, are carted off. They walk away. Hawk doesn't find the play he wants. He does force a reset out of Z. I was going to talk a little bit more about Xayah. Of course, I highlight the limitations there. But the flip side of that is, unlike Azura's Varus, Juan is going to do a terrifying amount of late-game teamfight damage. Xayah hurts once she hits 2-3 items. And if they can set up defensively around the dragon, and we've seen Sengoku's mastery of the macro of this series, they will probably win late-game teamfights kind of by default.
I guess Tokyo taking a little bit of poke, but nothing too alarming there as Chris and Rush are battling for the Scuttle Crab, like an Iron Chef episode. But the rest of Sengoku coming to play, that's not allowed in Kitchen Stadium. And the Scuttle Crab is going to go over to Rush, who wins the battle.
Have you ever seen the Japanese version of Iron
course.
Chef? That's perfect reference. I love it. Sengoku bringing exactly the same energy. And this Rift Herald, which has been the primary objective for most of this tournament, is going to go over to Sengoku. The benefit, of course, being that they can redistribute that gold as they like. And I think they're going to want to put that onto Juan this game.
You're already starting the trade here, you can see. Trying to poke it out here. I like this. Actually, Feibai going in. He got the kill. Can they get it as well? They do. They steal it. Azure's able to find it. That's going to be a win on both sides of the Rift. ThunderTalk just going off around their Herald.
Hawk's found one on the opposite side and he's still going.
Oh, that charm block there. I don't know what was intentional. intentional, but it does save Chris's life as Z's able to grab the kill after the Drake.
And ThunderTalk winning 3 points across the rift. Here's the first. Up here on the top side of the map, Tejuo holding defensive, but they don't notice how close and how scary Feibai is getting. He just needs them alive, a crocodile in the river, and there's nothing that can be done about it. Their AD carry demolished. On the opposite side, Hawk tries to get fancy and gets denied. Very good stall out from Chris, and Z arrives in time to punish Hawk's aggression.
Very well done there for ThunderTalk. Incredible series of plays as their camp will celebrate there. Watching onwards, probably pretty tense, given that we're in game 3. 6 minutes through, 6 kills already, and that gold lead is disgusting from ThunderTalk.
And watch where it is in specific. It's over on Z, which means that it is impossible to win 1v1 duels at this state. This is the most terrifying Twisted Fate possible. And Sengoku need to last till the late game. This is a stalling game for them now. Don't let ThunderTalk run away with this. Make the game last as long as possible. Hope that Hawk and Juan can carry your late game team fights when you get there, because you're sure not winning into Z, into the forehead of Azure.
Feibai as well, the other big recipient of that goal, but will hold that thought. Lantern out there for the Twisted Fate's going to make this siege very straightforward, but here's the counterplay. Azure going to be the target. Engage instantly there as the flash is not enough. Very well done by Dejiwu again.
Hawk too close though.
Gets hooked, no follow-up. It's just not enough champions in the area. Still the 2v4.
Watch this roam to top side. They badly want to grab Feibai and Chris.
Twisted Fate ulti up as well, remember. Chris dancing around, goes back in towards Rush, dodges out the snowball, very nicely done. And there's Twisted Fate, can they turn it back around? Rush knows he's in trouble, but it's mid lane that they're going for. They're actually going for the dive there as S12K gets the flay. He's tanking so many tower shots. Is he taking too many? He's gonna live the Lantern there to save the day as well.
And chaos on the map as Sengoku fold once again onto Feibai. Gold card, dealt.
Z again going through out of mana now though, as they're just going for it. Azure just yeeting on in, whips out the Chain of Corruption and still no kills.
Finally though, Rift Herald will be summoned here in the mid lane, and this turret will just collapse. No Rift Herald needed, which means that ThunderTalk have earned a significant gold advantage out of this series of plays. They managed to walk away from this around a 5,000, 6,000 gold lead at this point, which is going to keep growing because it's very difficult now for Sengoku to access the map. It's going to be doubly hard for them to push wave, it's going to be doubly hard for them to access their own jungle, and triply hard to find this next objective, the second Rift Herald of the game.
Well, this is the moment you highlighted, TJ. There is the 2-item Twisted Fate, well ahead of schedule here at 8 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes, he's got bonus gold, he's got the second item in that Lich Bane. The next item you're looking to complete normally is the Rapid Fire Cannon, which doesn't add to your AP damage. So the spike, the benefit comes from the fact that he's got so much AP on raw stats right now that he'll be able to use the Rapid Fire Cannon with his full damage.
Good hook there again. That's the lock-up onto Dejiwu. Such an easy kill indeed as Chris collects it.
And look at Z, blowing up one.
Oh,
that's
Chris,
2.
beautiful moonfall. Z looking for the gold card. S12K gonna make it sing. Follow-up is not there because Huck's able to dash away, but that's 2 kills ThunderTalk are looking for.
And this is the dream for ThunderTalk. They've managed to snowball their advantage into a free turret as the Rift Herald spawns, as the next Drake spawns, and they have the complete control of this map.
They're doing it again, going for the double up. It's Chris outside the Herald taking that crab. They're just getting kill after kill. Hawk, no, it's Dejiwu again. They just face checks the enemy. You cannot do that at this stage.
2 mistakes in a row from Dejiwu, the most experienced player at this tournament.
He's still going. Finds Hawk there with a gold card there, but Sengoku trying to find his way back. Once again, there is Z dancing with the cards. Now Chris going into the backside. That's a beautiful bit of play on Diana. And now the front line is going to be melted. Z is lining up cards left, right, and center. The Q from Azure is going to find a Feibai. Rocket belts in. Z, Destiny's over to make sure that happens. 4 kills now on their side.
And Sengoku, oh no, Dejiwu, 3 in a row, he gets hooked.
He almost died 3 times in 30 seconds as ThunderTalk are going to drill down this mid tower.
This should be game. This is an insurmountable lead for ThunderTalk, as they don't quite manage to finish off the turret. 85
1
HP.
auto. And didn't get the Drake either. So going to have to reset before that happens, but yes, they certainly will.
an insurmountable lead as we get into the actual replay. You can see an attempt by Juan to turn the fight. He throws out a massive blade core, they slow things down, and Rush thinks he can frontline with all his shielding. He's right, but Chris just jumps over his head. And that little game of leapfrog exposes the backline. Now dead, Hawk has no access to the fight, and Z isn't going to give it to him.
And I was going to point it out, but I don't think it's going to matter right now. It is a stasis enchant for Z. So he's not looking for the proto belt safety for the extra range on the gold cards. He's looking to just Destiny in the middle and start the party.
I mean, you're scared of Hawk.
Also true.
Now, you don't want to be charmed, and that buys you the space to do exactly what you were talking about. Get real frisky.
All right, well,
Do you think they get this turret?
gold lead is disgusting. The middle one, yeah, I reckon. There's the Terrell in bottom lane.
Do you think until ThunderTalk get that mid turret?
45 seconds.
All right, and we're holding you to it.
All right,
I feel it's a bit ambitious. I'm not going to lie to you, Pastry.
Someone's going to go hit it. Come on, Fei-Bai. Do me proud. All right, trouble in paradise once again. Bottom side knock up there for Deja, who finds two. Chris going to try and find the turnaround, but no one's dead just yet. It's Chris isolated there on the other side. Zaya does get the kill. Rush does a very good job of tanking up the front here, but Fei-Bai has gone absolutely off tap in the back of the team fight. He's going to get them all. The stun is long enough for the fourth kill, and there is the final kill delivered by S12K on a silver platter with the lantern, as Z is going to find the final one for S12K.
And Z, recognizing he doesn't need to bother with Rush, teleporting back into the top side of the fight to guarantee the win.
What did I say? Hey, look at that, 11:46.
That's outside your time limit, and you know it.
All right, well, let's watch this one again.
Full crash in, Z holding the front lines. This starts well for Sengoku. They get the CC chain they wanted up front. But then, as Rush zones, the backline gets threatened. Chris dives in first, shredding the HP of the carries, and Fei-Bai seals the deal, cleaning up Hawk, leaving just Deja Vu and Kai to try and kill him. They might have managed it, but Z teleports in and makes sure there's no way back out.
I love me some Z. I think Azure's been playing great. S12K definitely stepping up as well, but we are going to have to start discussing Fei-Bai at some point, because he is not just the role player on this team, as the battles are happening again. Rush is going to get himself crushed in the front side of the fight as Z grabs it, and Chris is just diving in aggressively. A little too much so as Hawk finds one, but there's two there as Olaf will fall, and now S12K, the hook of a lifetime, double flay, Nexus open, see you later Sengoku. It's all ThunderTalk here in the series, as they will take it 2-1.
Oh, it gets expensive, it gets dangerous, but ThunderTalk prove why we consider